Mahash's question is this: can a marriage be saved if only one of us doesn't want a divorce or separation and is the only one willing to work at it to save it?
Absolutely. We talk about all the time in the system and in the book that if you change, marriage is like a dance, and if one person changes the dance moves, then the whole dance changes. So absolutely, learning all of the important skills, learning the form of communication, how to fight fair, how to divide money appropriately, working on your sex life. One person figuring all that out will dramatically change the relationship. Even if the other person is pushing and headed toward divorce, they're thinking, but because they want a divorce from the way the relationship is now. If you can change the relationship, if you can grow and shift your own behavior and really learn a bunch of new skills, then hopefully in time they won't want a divorce from the relationship that you're trying to create.
Right.
So and if you can hang on long enough and get them to hang on long enough, so even if they're headed for divorce and decide they don't want to work on anything, one person changing their behavior can dramatically make a difference.
Well, and I know one thing I've heard you say from some of our community calls to men in particular that are trying to heal their marriage is to be the best man that they could be the man that she would want to marry.
Right.
So can you illustrate or elaborate on that a little bit?
Absolutely. I talk all the time about if I was going to get a divorce, I would have to know that I had done everything and become everything and been able to look myself in the eye that I have done everything possible to save my marriage. And regardless of what my partner is doing. And sometimes it has often been men, oddly enough, on our community calls, but who have asked that they're really trying. And I say, look yourself in the mirror and be the man that you know you're supposed to be. Treat your wife and your children and yourself the way that you know a man is supposed to behave. Do the right thing. Either way, he's going to feel better about, even if the marriage ends, he'll feel like he's done everything he possibly could. And hopefully just making those changes and really shifting, regardless of her, we'll say in this case, her behavior, although this could go in either direction, regardless of the other person's behavior, you'll be able to feel like you're being the person that you're supposed to be, and you'll have honor in that, and you'll have, and that is attractive, by the way,
absolutely,
to the other person. When you feel good about yourself and you're doing the right thing and you're not sort of, I hate to be mean, but, sort of feeling bad and cowardly and snivelly about yourself, when you're standing up and being the person that you know you're supposed to be in the marriage, it's incredibly attractive to the other person.
Well, and one other thing I wanted to elaborate on is that I think that this situation is actually quite common, that I think people who find us and who invest in the Strong Marriage Now system, it's usually one spouse wanting to make a difference and starting it. I think it's probably much more common for one person to learn and then change, and then the other spouse becomes interested, than for both to say, yes, we're going to sit down and watch every video together. I think that's, at least from my observation and talking to people and talking about a lot of success stories, it's usually one person that has the courage and takes the step and steps up and makes it happen. So,
but how many people have we heard from who just bought the system and started that process, and then their spouses are like, oh,
yeah, exactly.
What's going on over there? Okay, well maybe, and then they can get them involved. So interestingly enough, once those changes start to happen, and once you're being the spouse you know you're supposed to be, the other person starts to notice. So you won't only be the only person changing the moves in the dance.
Yeah.
You start to change the moves in the dance, and the other person kind of changes along with you.
Right.
And it shifts.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen that in my own marriage where, I've changed my behavior, and I see the whole dynamic, the whole family dynamic changes when I step up and do what I really believe in and what I really see needs to happen. So I would encourage Mahaj, just step up and do the right thing.
That's right.
And thank you so much for your advice today, Dr. Dana.
You're welcome.
If you'd like your question answered, please ask it in the comment box below, because this is a regular series and we want to help as many people as we can. And if you'd like even more powerful free relationship advice from Dr. Dana, click on the link below the video. Thanks so much for watching.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for watching. To get more free marriage help from Dr. Dana, please check out our website at www.strongmarriagenow.com. If you want to know when we post new videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the link right on this video. If you got questions for Dr. Dana or just want to share your opinion, please comment below. Dr. Dana's got lots more marriage transforming videos for you. Here are the links to a few that you may want to see. Again, you can click right on the link you see in the video. And finally, if you know of anyone else that needs help with their marriage, if there's anyone you care about that could benefit from some powerful relationship advice, please help them by clicking on the share button below this video or tell them about our website, www.strongmarriagenow.com. Here are links to even more marriage-saving videos for you. Click on any of these images on the video to check them out. Thanks again for watching.